And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback would sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and you're going to be set up with a really good field position to get things going.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Jaylen Warren. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. Slow snap, and they're in to block it.
You know, even on the best of snaps, the difference between a good kick and a block is really a fraction of a second. Kid, it's why we see those special teams coaches out there with the stopwatch, because they know every millisecond matters, and just showed up right there.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, sit up. Slam left.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready, up.
Williams set to pass. The throw left side finds Burden. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready, up.
We're on here with Will Shipley. Runs around him. He's got space. Still fighting forward. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears find an answer with their opening drive. It's a Will Shipley touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. It's a game one on the opening series, and it's got to feel good for this offense.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
That's kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Throwing off the play fake. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Let's go. Head to 60. Head to 60.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's out of bounds. It looks like they might have a shot block, but they're going to be left 2 yards short now. It's fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it online, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Going for it with Warren. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Warren running between the tackles. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Sent to the ground by Austin Booker.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down.
Gets that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Imagine the weather's playing a role here. Instead of trying a field goal, they're going to go for this. They're going to try to throw for it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets them the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, they're in the huddle, partners. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-6 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Shotgun handoff to Warren. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Running in the red zone. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Going power with a big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Santos now for the extra point. And weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Bears grow their lead to 8.
Steelers 6.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears lead by 14. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start the drive with a warning. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throwing the out route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's Warren on third down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready, set.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's got Khalif Raymond. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready, set.
From the gun, Shipley gets it. He has room past the 25. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. So it'll be second and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. Bears on top here at Soldier Field. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Ready, set. Watch the line, Slam left, slam left. Go, LeBron, LeBron. Blue, 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 blue.
Another one for Shipley. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Offense is set. First and 10. Running behind center with Swift. So calling a half dozen on that run block. It's second down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears both racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. Ooh, that's a little slow. And the kick is blocked. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Give to Warren from the pistol. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Unlike that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
To the air now on first and 10. That's completed right side. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. We've set it downs from the 37. First down, play action. Caught by Warren out of the... Cuts off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Bears have it. There he goes, right sideline. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Bears get more points to end a lopsided first half. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. But to put that ball in his hands wasn't going to be denied.
Johnson now on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
He's back to throw. Pass taken in by Fireview. This gets forward to around the 29. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's It's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one. Your offense with confidence.
Airhead. Here we go. We got Biggie.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Ready to go.
They're on the counter with Swift. Spins out of one stop. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears grow the lead coming out at halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears grow their lead yet again. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying an inside give to Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
2nd and 10. Here's a pass. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Steelers have a first down. Caught quick right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 15-yard line.
Here we go, set.
On 2nd down, Warren. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Warren once more. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, really with the, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to check. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Williams from the gun. Absolutely fires this one right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Come on. Set. Like it.
Warren here from the gun. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Steelers with possession, but this game pretty one-sided at this point. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Quick throw finds about right. And And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First down from the 42.
60. Here we go, set.
Throwing now off the play action. Look at that power, deep left side. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
He scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Will Shipley touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears continue piling on to this lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Samuel now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther, go.
Starting this drive with a design run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking in the air here. It's a screen play to Warren. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down.
Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Set up.
They'll go play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
4th and forever coming up. Running back motions right. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Biggie, switch.
Shotgun and get to Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
What is up? Yeah. Combo. That's right. Punch Spurs.
Going one again with Swift. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Gives to Shipley. Oh, the football's loose. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one. So they're keeping the football. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
What is up?
Running with Swift out of the gun. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears decide to call their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
What is up?
Williams to throw on 3rd. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Bears are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And we got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. And I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
defense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion.
70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now on 1st down. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Let's go.
Warren running between the tackles. Nothing doing up the middle there, Brock. He goes outside, picks up 5. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
60.
Working now from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's complete inside the 35. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
So no time remaining, Brock, but the touchdown and now potentially this 2-point conversion can at least make it look a little closer.
2-point conversion.
Line up the design keeper. And he's not going to get in. Not that the 2 would have really made a difference. This one already decided. So the Bears come away with the win.